Muted. Hold on. All right. You're good now.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Boys Podcast, episode season 2, episode 3.
Muted. Hold on.
How we all
All right.
Hold on.
You're good now. Let's.
I'm also getting an echo.
Okay. Should be good now. Let's start. I am doing fantastic.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing pretty fantastic.
I'm just spamming the likes on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
Gotta get us up the algorithm. Hard.
Well, yeah. Everybody's doing good. We are 2 weeks away from the end of the transfer window. Very exciting. And not even. We are 3 days away. 3 days away from the Premier League to start yet again. 26-27 season. I would say the most unpredictable season.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll play hard.
Let's go. Absolutely. So today, first off, let's go back to Sunday. We had a fantasy draft sponsored by the Ducklings from the last episode of the Draft Order. Great draft. We had 2 newbies. So that's always fun. It's your first year. Fantasy soccer is very difficult. It is very difficult. It's 38 weeks. Plus you have the international breaks. So total the season's 45 weeks long. It's a long, it is a very long season. Yeah, the games are not all on at the same time on the same day, so you have to be ready for Wednesdays and Thursday games and Friday, Saturday, Sundays. If you live where JP lives, you have to get up at 3 a.m. just to set your lineups. It's not easy. So winning this, you know what I mean, counts for 1.5 fantasy normal football championships. Is very difficult to do. How do you guys think you did on your teams? Yeah. I have your team up, and it is in order from round 1 to 17. And this is in pick order as well for anybody watching. It went Holland, Bruno, Saka as your first 3 picks. Yep. Drafted him very early. Broby was not projected to go for another 2 more rounds. But being at the end makes it where you have to pick somebody that you want early because he's not going to be there for...
Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, you can hear me unless that's Sousa having. Hold on, now I gotta pull up to Twitch. Talk, chat. Yo.
Dom
Oh, there
said,
it
just
is.
don't put my team up there. Dom,
There we
your
go.
team will be next.
I
Your
can
team is
do
right
it
down
myself.
here. Your
I'm
team
good.
will be next.
It's just Sousa. Yeah, I'm happy with my team. I think towards the end it got a little bit rough. I think I started picking a little bit with my heart rather than logically, but we'll see. That's what I tend to do. I take some risks, and
But you don't trade, which is the hardest part about your fantasy life, is that you don't
no,
trade.
I don't, and I'm okay with that. I like to have faith in the players that I choose and play the waiver wire. We'll see what that gets me. But
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks left. There could be some big names coming in. There could be
well,
some big names leaving.
yeah.
So
I'm
that
also
also,
last on
which
waiver
makes
wires,
this.
so it doesn't really help me at all. I thought about this after I got first place, uh, realizing that my waiver wire is going to be shit. Uh, we should have done 2 duck races.
No,
We did that.
no,
Yeah.
Did we do that last year?
I think
we
we
did it
did that
last year, and it
last
was a
year.
horrible
Did.
idea
Why?
because you had the first choice at whoever you want in the league.
Yeah,
Like that's it. If you get the
I
first
get it.
choice, you're last on waivers because the person who had to pick 10th didn't get a chance to pick Holland, Fernandes, Saka, Semenyo, Palmer, Salbaslai. Like
But
that's just how it
they
goes.
had an opportunity to get like João Pedro and another goal scoring start. Like they had an opportunity to get 2 back, bang bang. So yeah, sure. I have a guaranteed 400 points with Holland,
If
but
you have Erling Holland, you should finish top 3.
yeah,
Like
but
that's that
it
should
is
be
my luck.
guaranteed.
So we'll see.
Next up, we have Wes's team. Does he start though? Which is always Wes's funny line. Went for Bruno first pick. As an Arsenal fan, I was really hoping he would go for Saka, but is what it is. He did get what might be the steal of the draft, Christozolos. He's right now he's our starting left winger, and he had 2 assists against City. He's had an assist or goal in every single game he's played in preseason. Starting very well. Starting very well. So we shall see, obviously, how he does. But that is a good one. Did go for Reece James right
I think he
before
went.
Nico's pick.
No, yeah, I think he went out of spite.
I think that
just
was a
because it me.
potential spite pick.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't want him.
Did double dip on the Timber Ben White, so to have both our right backs because they both can't stay healthy, so you could just play the healthy one. Not a bad idea. Don't hate that. And did get me and JP's favorite Oscar Bob. Love Oscar Bob. If you play franchise mode, you go over, you buy Oscar Bob. Fantastic.
Oh yes.
Fantastic right winger for franchise mode. And James Trafford, I do love that as the goalkeeper. I think
my thing with the James Trafford thing is I wanted to get James Trafford, but I wanted to get James Trafford as like the last goalkeeper available because I thought he would be good value as like being the last person to pick a goalkeeper. Like I mean there are a few names I would have taken before him that were available.
And
At the end of the day, it's still going to be a 15th place team.
Let me clarify something. I got a lot of heat for picking Donnarumma pretty early in my draft, and then Wes goes ahead and picks Trafford, and everyone's like, "Oh, good pick." He's still on a below league, like a below table team. No matter how good he is, goals are being scored, and Man City is going to be winning and having shutouts. So I don't know how I got so much heat. Majority, you think? Yeah, sure. They're not going to hold shutouts every game, but more than Leeds.
Kyle, hold on a second. You're judging this off of their first match.
I'm not. No.
For their fantasy, first competitive match
saves are more
under
important.
A new manager.
But saves are more important. Like last year, what was it? Nottingham Forest goalkeeper was the best goalkeeper in fantasy because they make a lot of saves. So you want a slightly subpar defense so they can get the shot off, but you don't want them to concede. You're trying to find the sweet spot of concede some out of the box shots that are easy saves so I can load up on points and get clean sheets somewhat regularly. To me, that screams Leeds.
The
That's
thing
why I
is, though,
think Trafford should be better than Donnarumma, fantasy wise. Not saying keeper
but
wise,
after
even though he had a stinker. But that's okay.
okay, experiencing a season of James Trafford at the start of the season, I was saying, holy shit, we need Donnarumma because James Trafford is great with the ball at his feet. But in terms of actually saving high pressure saves, the high pressure shots, it wasn't doing it. Now, as the season went on and he was our cup keeper, he did start to perform better, but he's gonna have a few blunders for Leeds. It's a step up from Perry, that's for damn sure. But
Yeah.
I still
We'll
still
see.
think
I like it for the fantasy aspect. I don't know,
for being like the third or fourth keeper off the board, I think it's crazy.
Yeah. Next up is RJ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I think RJ has the best team. When I looked this morning and I looked through all the teams, RJ's team was to me the one that stuck out. Now, obviously, people need to perform. But if you get a fully fit Saka, if Ryan Shirky is the starting 10 for Manchester City, you have Tarkowski. Can he be the top defensive scorer yet again? You have Calvert-Lewin for Leeds. They don't really have that many others up top, so he's going to have to play. Krupi coming back. Getting Krupi. I wanted Krupi like a little bit later. That was like one of my picks that was like, all right, I got to pretend everybody forget that this guy's only injured for a couple months, not like the whole season. That's a great pickup. Calafiori for Arsenal is what a fantastic pickup if he stays healthy. I mean, the guy, for whatever reason, everybody else in Arteta's system is stay in your spot, do your job. Calafiori is like, I think I'm going to go play striker right now. I'm going for a run. I'll see you guys later. So he's going to score a lot, get a lot of assists. So I really like this team.
Let's speak some truths. I don't think this is the best team. I think he's a Saka injury away from losing his first. Inconsistent Cherokee, who doesn't know if he's starting or not, then that's the sole reason why almost nobody picked him, because
I agree. Both of those things could definitely happen. But if they both do what they're supposed to do,
if they both do, yes, the stars
that's
align. If the stars align, but Tarkovsky, sure, good pick. Everyone else, DCL, on and off, inconsistent. Dewsbury Hall, good pick. Calafiori, good pick. Voltamata, I don't know. They had a striker crisis at the end of Newcastle last year. I want to know why I know this? Because I had both of them. I had Wissa and I had Voltamata, and neither of them did anything. Yeah, I don't know what happened. He's on the reserves. But other than that, I mean, I don't see anything on this team that's like I'm deadly scared of, because his number one pick is off the bench the majority of the time. And who knows if he's fully fit to play. Like, are you confident on Friday that he will be starting?
There's no chance he starts on Friday.
So that's the thing. I mean, who knows how much he's going to be starting? He's a knock away from being out for another few weeks to get fitness.
He had the ankle injury, and then he got injections to play, and then he got hurt again, and then he came back and he hurt the same ankle again. So it's like this time we definitely purposely have held him back, even though he probably could have started. But even with like England, they purposely held him back, which is also, we talked about it like in our group chat, like why they brought him makes no sense. Like if you're going to bring somebody who's not going to play, because of injury, like they should have just sent them home. But it seems like he purposely held back, like, hey, to be fully healthy, you're going to have to just kind of take this one a little bit slow, which I think he is going to start off slow. But if he's healthy, after October, then I think he's good there.
Just a lot of faith on that team.
Yeah, all I could say about RJ's team is you can't win the league in September, but you could for damn sure lose it. And if Saka isn't healthy to start, you're waiting on Krupi to come back.
Waiting on Cherokee to get the starting gig. If Leeds start off slow, there goes your other forward. And Calafiori is also an injury magnet. So, I mean, if the stars align, RJ's got a good team.
Really good. It could be
good team,
a
not
disaster.
The best team.
It has potential to be the best team. It has potential to be a disaster.
Yeah.
It's like very wah wah wah.
Very much so. Let's see our next 3 teams we got here. JP, let's go through it. What do you got, buddy?
Well, I liked my team a lot more before I found out Doku might actually be out for a few weeks here, maybe a month. So I'm kind of running into the same situation as RJ here. I'm still pissed off at Nikos for mentioning Kusanov when he was queued up for me to take next as coverage for Nunez.
I got to witness an angry JP. I
Yeah.
I'm still
apologize.
mad at you for it. And it will come back to bite you in the ass. I'm just letting you know.
was more or
I'm going
less
to hold on
just
to that.
I was more or less just speaking aloud because I genuinely looked at it. I said, "Why is no one picked Kusa?" I didn't know if he got hurt or something. Like I
yeah.
was genuinely concerned as to why the starting center back for City hasn't been picked the second to last round.
No, I don't think he's going to be starting right away. I think he's going to be going with Diaz and Gahey to start, just to have some more veteran presence in the back. But Kusanov's going to be the stand-in for Mateus Nunes at right back.
Mm.
So that's why I wanted him. Plus, when Diaz inevitably gets hurt, that's my other cover there. I made a couple gamble moves. So like, I think Havertz was actually a sneaky good pick in the 7th round.
The best
because
value pick I think you have on there.
He's going to be playing a lot. I gambled on Araujo because I do think he's going to play a lot for Liverpool.
I think he does too.
And they're going to have a good defense.
Solanke right now the only striker that Spurs have because Richarlison doesn't play well. And he seems to be on the move to Everton, I believe, is the rumor.
Yeah, and I took him and Tell because that's both their forwards. Rashford might be on the way out. If he's not, that could be a good pick. And then I took Hincapié because Calafiori's going to get hurt. And at some point, Hincapié is going to play either center back or left back for a good stretch. RJ doesn't trade. So at the end of the day, I could either use Hincapié as a player for me, or I could throw him on waivers so that RJ has to take him, and it basically moves me up a slot.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I thought about that. So
I like it.
So yeah, I think it's a balanced team. If I make good picks throughout, Alex Scott may be on the move to a bigger team too.
He could be out. Yeah, exactly. So like that's why I said fantasy EPL is so difficult. Like you're thinking, oh, Alex Scott, great pick, going to be in Bournemouth midfield. Well, tomorrow he could be United starting midfielder. So then that becomes a now 3rd round pick. You know what I mean? So it's
The only issue is consistent goals. I think the most consistent goal scorer right now on your team is Havertz.
And Havertz.
I would say Havertz over Semenyo.
Yeah.
So yes. At the same time, I think if Wirtz plays like he did in the second half of the season, it's going to be a great pick. Semenyo, while he may not score a ton of goals for City, he's going to get a bunch of assists. Like last year, his points per game didn't change when he moved over, and he did not score nearly as many goals. And it's because he fed Haaland. So that's kind of where I went with that one. So
speaking of feeding, Busty Bin Laden, first year in the league, might be feeding us some points here with this team. You're looking at those first 4 picks, and you're thinking, "Oh, he's got to be a Chelsea fan."
You're looking at the first 2 picks and like, wow, good on him.
Wow.
2 solid picks.
Wow, he's a Chelsea fan. He's actually not. He is a Manchester City fan, which you could only tell by the last 2 picks. I will say Nico O'Reilly, best pick on his team.
Yep.
By far, fantastic. He does have a chance to have a very good team. If Enzo Fernandez makes the move to City, you now are looking like, ooh, okay, now this is getting better here.
Yeah, but if Enzo goes to City, I think his role changes a little bit.
Yes and no. I think that obviously Enzo has a relationship with Maresca, so I think that he's a shoo-in to play.
Shoo-in to play, but not
80%
in the same
of the time.
Not in the same attacking position as he does on Chelsea. Like he might be more of like a holding. Like not
I
like
think it'll
completely
be
back.
Anderson and Enzo and Shirky or Foden.
Yep.
That'll be the midfield three. And
Yep.
whether it's Anderson could be back and then Enzo can go up, or Enzo can go back and Elliot can go, I think that they both can do the 6 and 8 role. So I think that they will be very similar to the Arsenal midfield, where they can, with Bruno and Rice, they could both do both jobs. So you could have both being defensive, you can kind of, you know what I mean? You can have the flow there.
He got
So
a
that
lot
could
of
be awesome.
He has a lot of experience. I
Yep.
think as a gamble, just because I mean,
Playtime
honestly,
does
does Arsenal even know what they're doing with him? Iwobi is a sneaky good pick. I think
Yep.
Maeda is a good pick.
Granit
'cause
Xhaka is a great pickup. Great
Xhaka's a
pickup for
good
that
pick.
league.
So I think it is just, it's a questionable team, but I think has a chance for like, hey, let's say Cole Palmer has a resurgence this year.
Yeah.
Enzo goes to City and he starts lighting it up there. Pedro Neto, if he doesn't go to Al Hilal or anywhere else, so I don't know. There's a big opportunity, but looking at it,
He's got a lot of
whole,
boomer bust. He's got a lot of boomer
Yeah,
bust picks.
very questionable.
Then we have what the helly?
Dylan?
That's Dylan, correct?
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yep.
Went for Szoboszlai first pick. Morgan's Gibb White. I do love both of those picks.
Solid 3 first picks.
I do. I like you're right. Ryan on Bournemouth. I do like that pick a lot. Sesko, I like that pick. I think he's gonna, I think he's gonna take a little bit to get into that team, but he definitely should be the starting striker of that team and have Cunha and Mbumo left and right of him. Kirkes played better back half of the season.
Pick.
It's definitely Liverpool bias, but it's all right. Kudos
Honestly,
again.
This is the team where I'm saying this is one of the more dangerous teams.
This is definitely a dangerous team. Absolutely.
Szoboszlai, Gibbs White, Ndiaye, Ryan, Nico, Sesko. If Kudas comes back hot, like Reuter on the bench.
Yeah,
it's a good team.
No, it's a very good. It's a good team. I very much like this team.
Yeah, good team.
Dylan always drafts really well though, so it's not surprising at all there. All right, our last, 3 out of last 4 here. I'm Sesko. Nick, the commish.
Got to come up with a new name first of all.
Yeah, what are you doing here? I love the Bruno Guimaraes pick. Again, is he going to start every week? Unsure. Our midfield is pretty deep, so not sure how much he's going to start every single week consistent. But Ollie Watkins, a little nervous, I think, today watching the news there, buddy.
That's a high up. That's an early Watkins pick. For him to potentially be gone.
And besides Buendia, I don't love any of his back half of the draft picks. There is nobody on there that I'm like, damn, I can't believe you got them.
I will say, if they can't figure out their striker crisis at Newcastle, Osula is that guy. But yes, I agree. I'm looking at the back half, and I'm like, everything past Buendia, I'm like,
it's definitely, it's questionable at best.
Okay, Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to say, I had Buendia teed up to take him with my next pick. He got him a few before me.
I do like the Buendia pick. He's going to obviously have to play a lot because they've lost some pieces on that Villa team. But then, like, the Coventry defender, it's like, you think they're keeping clean sheets? Okay.
Might get a lot of blocks. Might win a lot of 50-50s. Like, hopefully. Might get a lot of interceptions. Might get a lot of tackles.
Dylan said no research on his team, just straight vibes.
Dang.
Shit.
I like it.
These next 2, I'm actually kind of excited about.
IKEA Sporting Academy. Who is that?
Must be one of the other new.
Sousa.
Is that Sousa?
He changed his name again. Oh my god.
Man.
That has to be Sousa.
No.
Yeah, because Garnacho is.
I almost complimented Sousa's team. No.
Listen, Sousa always has the most interesting draft.
I'm not going to lie. These first 2 picks, low-key fire. because we can say how shit Gyökeres did last year, but he's still gonna get goals.
Yeah, he
Isak
did score
is
20
coming.
goals last year.
He's coming off of his injury, and you know he's going straight into the starting lineup. So you have two lethal goal scorers as your strikers, and Van Dijk, who is, I do think aging poorly with how he's
I think this
playing,
is
but
I
still
think this is it
a
for him this
top
year.
center back.
I think this is the year where we go, you can't even
And
play him
then
anymore.
followed up by Dorgu, who is unbelievable. And then Philly Gunshots if he decides to play this year.
Yeah, if he decides to do
That
well.
first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dangerous.
But very much like RJ's team, they all could bust. Isak could have the season of last year. Gyökeres could not do well. Virgil van Dijk could do what we think and not
Chris
play
could
well.
lose his job to my 7th round pick.
Yeah. Phil Foden could just be Phil Foden of the last 3 seasons. So all of those picks could get dicey very fast.
The thing with I do love the Dorgu pick. I picked up Dorgu last year when he got hurt to just keep on my injured reserve, because at the end of the day, he's gonna play like left mid and he's gonna score goals. So if he stays healthy over the length of the season, that Dorgu pick is going to end up being like his best pick. It's in the 4th round. So, there's a lot kind of riding on that, but that could end up being his best pick. But once we get down, once we get down after Foden, I'm like, I don't know, man.
Richarlison, no.
Richie always is inconsistent. McAllister, it depends what he's doing this year.
Jacob Murphy and Alanga at the end there, I was like, oh my God. All right.
Here's what I'll say.
Garnacho for the last pick. Rest in peace to this team.
I hate to say it, and Kyle, you're not going to want to hear this. We might be seeing a lot of Sousa on the top of the table. Not one, but on the top half of the table.
Oh, I think it's a top half team. I mean, unless his top 5 picks all shit the bed at the same time. But if the majority of them work out, then yeah, I mean, he's got the goals in the first 2.
Oh wait, he got Jacob Murphy too. He just pointed that out. He got Jacob Murphy. You know what, Sousa, you're right. I take back everything I just said.
That's a proper draft IKEA. I realized I have free sweets. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Anthony Alanga crying on the pitch in Dallas when they drew Japan because he didn't even realize that getting a point got them onto the next round.
Did you pick Alanga just for the name?
For the pace.
Next team is someone we might know well.
That is me, the Odegaardians of the Galaxy. Shout out ChatGPT for the sick image and sick name. Thank you. I sent my team, and they were like, they gave me a bunch. They had some really fun ones in there. To be honest with you, I did 9 mock drafts. In all 9, Isak was there at pick 9. So I was fully prepared to grab Isak with my first pick. And then he wasn't there, and I was like, oh no.
Does that mean João Pedro was going
before? Yeah.
Before?
Yes. João Pedro was going before. It was Pedro, Cunha, Isak was a lot of the average of the of that.
Okay.
So I usually don't go for forwards. I usually stick to having a really bolstered midfield. So this year I said I'm going to do the opposite, just for the vibes. So I loaded up on 3 forwards out of my first 4 picks.
Yeah.
It took all I could to not draft. I really thought I was going to get Declan Rice on the back half of because I was pick 9. And new guy picked him up first, which was shocking.
Goddamn new guy.
But Pedro, Igor Thiago, if he could do half of what he did last year, I'm okay with it. It's all he's got, Martin Odegaard, I would never have picked Martin Odegaard. But watching all the Norway games, he has returned to the 2022-23 version of him. And then all of the preseason games, he has been phenomenal. He has been back to the way that he was in that season when we played probably our best football, of always looking forward, quick passes, like not overthinking it. The last couple of years, he was like, oh, look, that guy's open. All right, I'm going to pass the ball. But now that window's already shut, and it just was like, dude, just like, come on. Like, it just felt like he was almost overthinking everything. He bossed every Norway game that he played, and preseason's phenomenal. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll give him a try. If he's back to his old self, we got a good pick. Did not want to draft Cody Gakpo whatsoever. Only reason I drafted him is because I'm thinking he's going to go to Spurs, which then makes it now a good pick because he'll play every week at Spurs, either up top or left side, because they don't really have anybody. Yuri Tielemans, I was very happy with. And then I kind of bolstered. I went for midfielders who I think would play every single week. So I tried, they're not more of like box to box and sixes instead of like tens, because their tens are just a little bit inconsistent for fantasy wise. And then loaded up on good defenders at the end. Got the William Saliba pick just to sit on IR. And when he comes back, I have a top defender again for the back half of the season. And then last pick, I had to go for Max Dowman. I have a feeling that he's going to be ahead of Madueke in the pecking order for right wing halfway through the season. So we'll keep the kid on the bench and see what happens.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think getting Saliba that late is fine.
Yeah.
Like, who knows when he's actually going to come back, but when he
Yeah,
does, like, he's in.
There's no surgery, so it is just rest. So it's very much who fucking knows.
And you got Mascara too. So
Yeah.
like you're golden.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Pretty happy.
Ampadu at the end there is a good consistency pick.
Yeah. Try to get, more consistency, play every week. And then the last up is Mike. I think his name is Mike. Also
Yeah,
first
Mike.
time player. Bottom half of the table, I'm thinking. I love the Declan Rice pick. There's a lot of guys that I wanted that he ended up taking in the early rounds, like Stotch, I really wanted.
Yep.
I had him last year. He was fantastic. I wanted Rice, obviously, my dude. Adam Wharton, I do really, really like that pick. Again, he could be on the move. Probably not, but, anything could happen. Rio, great pick for round 9. Right now might be their starting right winger because they don't have anybody.
Yeah, I do think that Robinson pick in the 5th round, if he's healthy, it'll be a good pick.
Yeah,
If he's not, like, Robinson balled out at the World Cup.
he did. He
Like
did
when he
very,
was
very well.
healthy, he absolutely balled out. If he can stay healthy, that's gonna end up being a really good pick.
I mean,
Yeah.
this serves a who's scoring on this team.
That's my
there's
fear.
no consistent goal scorer. You got to hope Emblemo and Manu figure it out. But I'm looking at this team and I'm like, I don't see any consistent goal scorers.
Yeah, I mean your
That's-
second forward you drafted is a 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid. How old is Rio now?
He's like 17, 18, 17. Yeah, something like that.
Tell you how old he is.
Well, then here's the other thing, right? Like Evan Nilsson is one of the streakiest players I've ever seen. I had him last year. He would have like 3 great matches where he'd score 15 to 30 points, and then he'd be shit for 6 weeks, and then he turned it back on. So like, if he can manage the catching the streaks, maybe.
Yeah,
But
feels like last place, but again, anything could happen.
Long season.
It is a very long season.
But that is our drafts. So very exciting.
Very excited. We'll see. We'll check in on fantasy as we go here. And with the season starting in just a few days. Now, last year we did the table predictor. All of us made our own tables. So I was going to do that again, and I looked at all of them, but I realized something. All of us were very, very, very close to the same. We all very much had the same teams in the same areas that, nobody had any crazy outliers. So I thought it would be more fun and a little bit more challenging to work together to come up with one table for the three of us.
Yes.
So I think we start at the bottom, work our way up to the top,
Mhm.
and let's see how this goes.
So
Alright.
there's gonna be one big debate here, obviously. Obviously, there's gonna be one big debate where none of us want to back down off what we say. I think we're all three gonna have a very similar bottom three. It's just a matter of where they're gonna finish in the bottom three. We may
Yep.
all agree on Hull finishing last.
I think the
Yeah, good.
easiest
Hull-
pick
Hull, get out of
for the
here.
I think Hull by far is the easiest, most predictable pick in the table.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes. And
going.
we can-
I'm
and-
one of my hot takes for the season is they finish with the lowest points total of ever for the Premier League.
Okay.
I think they're that bad, and they've also made no signings.
Maybe
I
it
think
could be
they're
a
just
miracle
like.
situation.
I think it's parachute money and just send us back down where we should be. Hull in last.
I can respect that one.
I think that one's easy.
Now watch
Um,
your fucking mouth with 19
all
and
right.
18.
I'll just do my 18 and 19 together. I don't really care the order. I do think Ipswich and Coventry both go down with Hull City.
Incorrect.
I think, to me, Coventry have the best chance, which is why I would put them in 18th. I think they have the better manager.
Emperor Zerg says I vote Palace to get relegated. Honestly.
I have Palace very low in my table that I made for preparation for this.
I think Ipswich survives at 17. I think they are not only recently up and down, but they've been up in the last, few years. So I don't think this is something where like this league is completely new to them. I think they have everyone on their team almost has experience, and they picked up a lot of people in the transfer market. Maeda, they're eyeing up Embolo right now, and if you imagine just throwing Embolo onto a solid team, and Embolo's always pretty consistent with Switzerland. So I think a lot of pickups were made. So I think Ipswich, out of faith for my family, stays at 17. But
I just don't know how they get enough goals.
I
don't know how they score enough goals.
Embolo.
JP, what are you thinking?
Has Embolo moved yet?
No.
No,
Yeah.
we have to. We do have to judge this off of today. We are allowed. We can go back in after transfers and
we don't think
case,
any. We think the three coming up are the three coming down.
I think we haven't had it in a long time, so it feels like it's due.
You don't think
I think
Newcastle? You don't think Newcastle or anyone that's lost their whole team isn't gonna Forest, who's terrible?
But Nikos, Newcastle has enough money to go buy someone in January.
Now listen, I don't think Newcastle is like safe. I think they have a little danger before January. I think they're a little nervous. I don't think it's as bad as Spurs last year. But I think Crystal Palace is scared. I think I have Palace at 17. I have Palace just surviving.
I mean, we have Nottingham Forest and Sunderland at 16 and 17 right now, and I don't think either of those are very far off either, if off at all.
I think Forest got the good manager now. Forest has Glasner. So I think Forest do better than we think. They actually have a manager now who is making songs out of the Crystal Palace team.
Because you guys are both in agreement, I will be fine.
Do you agree with Ipswich and Coventry both going down, JP?
No.
I mean, I personally think they're both going to go down. But I also could hear an argument for Sunderland. I could hear an argument for Palace. I could hear an argument
I think Sunderland is lower than we anticipate. I have Sunderland in 16th in my I have him in 16th.
Since at least I'm saying Ipswich 17th, put Ipswich at 18th. And I'm sure they'll still be relegated, but at least at 18th.
All right. 17. Who do we think is in the most danger of the big clubs here? Do we think
Scroll
it's
up a little bit.
Palace? It could be Palace. I'll bring Palace down because that's this thing moves very fast.
I'm gonna say I don't feel confident in. I don't know.
I out of Palace, I think Palace, Newcastle, Sunderland, Forest. I don't know if there's anybody else in danger. Leeds, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel that confident in Leeds.
Brentford, Bournemouth.
I think, I mean, in general, bottom half: Hull, Ipswich, Coventry, Palace, Sunderland, Forest, Leeds, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth.
Yeah. I think Newcastle is
/ Fulham.
I think Newcastle's a lot lower than we think. I don't think some people they're gonna get. I don't think they're gonna get relegated.
That being said, I think Palace is below Newcastle.
I'm thinking Palace is pretty close. I'm thinking 17. What do you guys think about 17 for Palace?
Yeah, I mean, Palace lost Gahey and Lacroix and Glasner.
Yeah, and Eze at the last day, and
Eze never replaced him. Like,
yeah,
and Oliver Glasner did a fantastic job. So, Forest, I'm a little bit higher on Forest. I think they got the good manager. I think they got some, good talent in that team. But I also don't think it's past where I'm looking at on the page here. I don't think they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, what? I know I'm gonna be biased because we just bought Elliot Anderson, but Elliot Anderson did so much for that team.
I know.
Like, yeah, Glasner's a good manager.
And I think they're 16th but safe. Like, they're not necessarily flirting. I think the difference between 16th and 18th points-wise is a sizable margin. And I also think they're in Europe, and I think if they're not in danger, they're going to say, hey, we could win, what are they, in Europa or Conference? Conference?
I can't remember which one they're in.
I forget. So I think that they prioritize Europe in the back half of the season when they know that they're safe. So I can definitely see them finishing around here.
I also think we might be overrating Sunderland at home. I think that was a one-time thing.
I do think that was a one-time thing, and I think the back half of the season honestly wasn't as good as the beginning. So I this feels pretty. This is where I think I had Sunderland 15th. Yeah, it's Sunderland 15th, and then I had Newcastle 14th.
I think we need to put Fulham pretty far down.
Okay.
I don't think they have anyone other. Who do they have? And I think like below Sunderland. I think they're.
You think below Sunderland? Ooh.
Yeah. Who do they have on their team currently that you're like, yeah, this team's dangerous?
They have all of our academy stars that never made it. Honestly, that seems. So if you look at the Fulham team, it's all of us three as academy stars who just never made it.
And they lost debatably their best player in Harry Wilson. So.
Yeah, I don't hate this. I don't hate this at all for Fulham.
Who is to say that Craven Cottage is now dangerous again? I mean,
do we think Fulham or Forest? Who's ahead, Fulham or Forest?
I think with the new coach, a competent coach, I think Forest. So I think Fulham, in my opinion, will be.
Shit, you're changing my mind here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who on Fulham are you like? Oh, this team's dangerous. Nobody.
No, I agree. I'm with you. I think this is fun. That's why I like. I like this. Yeah. This right here, 14th down. I'm okay with. I feel pretty good.
However, they will beat Chelsea day one. That's just how Chelsea operates. That's how we operate. We will lose our home. We will lose the home opener at their home on Monday, spotlight game. But they will be that down.
I think the other team that we got to move down. Yep.
Everton.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Everton below Newcastle, or
I think 12 is high for Everton.
I mean,
that feels right. I don't know why, but that feels right. That feels Everton 13th. Yeah.
I
Have they
guess who
made
did
any
they lose?
signings of
Yeah,
note? If you're interested, I also have, which is
I'm
pretty
looking
fun
at I'm
here.
looking at squads right now.
I got a whole squad thing here. So if we want to check, this is the Everton squad. They did get Christian Norgard,
Yay.
Arsenal legend.
I mean, it
Um,
depends. Does Barry play like he did at the end of last season? I mean,
Yeah, I know, but it's like neither. I mean, none of us in January are like, damn, we should have bought one of these guys.
yeah, and like you look like Tarkowski and Branthwaite. Yeah, good.
Good,
Pickford, good.
good.
But like
They're a good
But
pick.
they also
They're
got
a good
they have
Mikalenko,
Mikalenko on the. Oh my god, you're gonna get destroyed.
he's been aggressively below average for a long time.
Yeah,
Patterson, yeah,
the fact
like
that their big moves this off summer were Brennan Johnson and also Norgard. You're like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I'm happy with where I'm happy with where
Yeah,
we have.
I'd say
I'm okay with this.
I'd say looking at that team, they're not safe this year.
that's
I
kind of what I'm saying.
I know. Do
Looking
we?
at Everton, I don't think they're safe. I mean, if their star player is Beto, Dewsbury Hall, and
Yeah,
Barry, you're like, okay. And then you gotta hope Ndiaye has a good season again. So
yeah,
like,
but you're looking for a 20 goal season out of him.
yeah, and that's not happening.
That's not gonna happen. Like, I
So
don't want to
yeah,
say
I
that's
say
impossible, but that's impossible. Like,
so I say we push them below Forest,
oh,
and
I'm on
happy with
board.
this. I'm happy with this.
this okay. I like this because if that felt a little low for Forest and Sunderland, you know, because they're gonna drop, but they're not gonna drop too much. Newcastle 12th, that feels all right.
That feels good to me.
You know, bottom half, not scary relegation, but you know, not a good season. Brentford is probably. Let's see, we got to have Brentford down here.
Got Brentford down there. I mean,
And
Bournemouth's got to come
Bournemouth.
down a bit. Brighton's got to be somewhere around where we're talking about now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leeds as well. So if we're looking at this right here, me personally, well, Brighton's made no changes. I would put Brighton at 11.
Yeah, and I think
I
if we look at the Brighton team,
yeah, that's a shit team.
yeah, I think Baleba has a chance to still move this summer. I think this is
He's
the
hurt.
desperate time. I think somebody can still go for him.
I'm looking at this team and I don't think they should be the
The only thing is Brighton, for whatever reason, always outperform whatever you think the lineup is.
Do they?
You know, like Brighton's that team where you play and you're like, I don't know who any of these guys are, but like they'll always beat the lesser teams for whatever reason. This team will, you know what I mean? Like Brighton's weird like that.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, yeah, we'll keep them where they are.
Leeds team.
The way that this is set up is so confusing. You would think that the starting would be on the bottom, not the top.
Yeah, it's set up on the top. It's a little weird. Green is a
yeah.
new signing.
Yeah, I think
That's Lee. Who else were we looking at?
Like, I think Leeds improves. I don't think they improve the top half of the table.
Yeah, go back to our picks. Yeah, let's switch Brentford and Leeds for right now because we at least know Brentford has a goal scorer. Let's keep it. Let's keep it how it is. I'm liking Brighton at 11, Leeds at 10. Who's on Bournemouth?
Bournemouth. Look at the Bournemouth team here.
Evan Nielsen, Travanier, Ryan. I mean, Krupi if he comes back. Scott. Okay, I like this team.
Yeah,
I think they're.
I do like.
Yeah.
I do like the Bournemouth team. Don't know about the Bournemouth manager though. That's the only questionable thing. We don't know. What was the other?
I'm happy with this.
Brentford.
Yeah,
Brentford was the other one.
but at least we know we have a good goal scorer in Thiago. Quatrada, whatever. Sade, a good team. Like at least now I'm seeing names where I'm like, yeah, good,
Yeah,
makes sense.
I know who these guys are.
Not even. It's just like at least I know that like Kevin Sade can
Yeah.
probably score, or Damsgaard is good enough to at least put something in. Thiago was a top goal scorer, even
This
though I think
is-
he's gonna have confidence issues post World Cup. I think he got humbled this World Cup, and I don't think he comes out as hot as he did. So
This is
let's
the
go back to
Brentford team.
predictions.
Okay.
I like. Wait, sorry. Igor Thiago is on Brentford.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should switch. Nah, no, keep it. Bournemouth at 8, Brentford at 9. I don't know what you guys think, but
I from 8 down, I'm happy with right now.
okay.
I'm happy with it.
Cool.
Kyle, I think you disagree.
I don't know why. Part of me wants to swap Newcastle and Brentford.
Newcastle and Brentford, 9 to 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
Nah.
I was like, I don't know.
They offloaded their whole team, picked up absolutely nobody, and didn't do good last year.
Now, top 7 is where we're going to get crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit. We're gonna have some tips here, and honestly, this episode's gonna go long.
Here's a fun one. Are you ready for this? Liverpool might be in the correct spot. Nah, I'm just kidding. Spurs is probably going to finish seventh, but I do think I do think
I was gonna say you're fucking wrong, dude.
I do think
No.
Liverpool finishes outside the top 4.
Switch Villa and Spurs. Not like take Aston Villa out, finishing worse than Spurs.
Here's ready.
Worse than Spurs.
Real quick. Spurs have not finished outside the top 4 with Unai Emery.
Okay, that's okay. They've been shit the last few years. All their injuries are over, and they had an incredible transfer market. You could banter as much as you want. Ollie Watkins has been shit and might be leaving.
They got
their
Tammy
backup
Abraham.
is Tammy Abraham. Okay, let's be fucking realistic and not banter Spurs right now. Let's go back and let's think about how they're all off their injuries. You can banter as much as you want, but that just makes no fucking sense. You know that they're going to be a good team, and I honestly have them finishing in the top 4 or 5.
I do think that Spurs is moving quite a bit up the table.
I totally agree. I totally agree. The question is,
they're better than Villa.
But here's the fun one. Are they better than Liverpool?
Well,
okay, seriously. Isak Ekitike is out till Christmas. Okay.
Well,
okay. I'm not. Listen,
JP and I might have some opinions.
I'm not a hater of Liverpool whatsoever, but Cody Gakpo isn't great and might be leaving to Spurs. Rio is a 17-year-old child. Florian Wirtz has not played well whatsoever in a Liverpool shirt.
Hold on. He had a shitty start to the season. The second half of last season, Wirtz played well.
Yeah, but not that well. Better than dog shit. Let's look at their defenders real quick. Okay, Kirkes, Tsimikas, not great. Frimpong can't defend. Araujo, I think will be good. Virgil van Dijk, way too old.
I
don't love the midfield. If you don't have McAllister subs like Gravenberch, you're gonna have Endo or Curtis Jones.
I think the issue is that the three of us are not going to agree on a winner. The three of us will not agree on a winner. So unfortunately, our winning pick has to be a team that we do not support.
No, that's insane. I think we know who the top 3 is. We just don't know the order.
None of us are going to pick Arsenal. You're not going to pick City or Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea's going to win this year. That's fine.
This isn't what we want to happen. This is what we think is going to happen.
But that's subjective. That's subjective to everybody. And
here's another thing. They brought in Areola, right?
I do like Areola.
And what is he really fucking good at? A fast, especially on the counterattack team. And when you have Frimpong, on the right. He might deploy 3 center backs and go Frimpong and Kirkez. Like I think this Liverpool team is gonna finish like top 3.
I don't see how that's possible. One injury to midfield, it's over with. It's done.
I honestly, I really think Liverpool's going to finish top 3. We don't have to put them there for this, but
Villa, we're thinking 7th. Are we thinking Villa 7th?
Yes.
Do we think Spurs just above them?
Yes.
Okay.
I think United 5th now that they have a more packed schedule.
United 5th, then Liverpool in 4th.
I would say Chelsea 4.
What?
I mean, I genuinely don't think we're winning the league.
I think Chelsea.
We have a good team.
Listen,
I think good team, good manager, still too much.
If I say Chelsea 1, you're gonna say no, right?
I think Chelsea 2. I'm being 100% honest here. I think Chelsea 2. They play 1 game a week. They have a squad of 50 players.
Yeah, but we've already offloaded half of those players, and we're still selling the majority of those players.
Look, I mean,
we're average.
What I did this was so funny. Look, I have to actually scroll down.
We're averaging like two. We are averaging 2 to 3 sales a week. Okay.
We do this. You can see everybody. You still can't see everybody on the screen. This is insane.
And half of those players aren't making the main squad.
All right. The only problem with the biggest problem right now with this Chelsea team is their goalkeeper.
Yeah, Sanchez fucking sucks, but I still think we bring in one.
But you have Reece James, LaCroix, Colwell, Hato. Great back 4.
I don't even think Hato's starting. I think that new guy Pep is.
Okay.
That new kid Pep and Palestra are disgusting.
Okay. You actually now have a good back 4. You have Fofana, who could be a backup. Fantastic. Batashile as a backup. Good.
Batashile got sold.
Is he sold now? Okay.
Pretty sure.
Fenzo leaves, obviously, but Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers can kind of play in that as well. Neto, you have Yao Pedro.
I mean, realistically, what happens is Enzo goes, you see Reece James move to midfield, and Palestra is your starting right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Palestra's starting regardless.
This team has to play once a week. We saw what it did to that United team last year. The United team last year, nobody was like, holy shit, these guys are fantastic. But to play once a week, like, you guys have no Europe. Like, the back half of the season, you're just going to have to focus. Hey, we play City in 9 days. Let's get ready. Okay, hey, now we play Liverpool in 10 days. Let's get ready. Like, that's huge. This team is definitely going to outperform whatever you think of them because of that schedule.
My concern is a lot of new faces. So that's the only thing. It usually takes time for a team to gel. And they could come in hot. Yes, we only have to play once a week. But
that Chelsea team is better than the Liverpool team. It is. There's more depth. The midfield is better. The defense is better. Yeah. I like the attacking options better. Like, they didn't replace Salah. Like, where are you getting those goals from last year? They have another 20-goal winger. They don't have Barcola yet. They're still stalling on Barcola.
Out of argumentative, I'm okay putting them at 3. Because let's put them at 30.
You haven't even you guys haven't even let me talk about City yet.
I'm just gonna go talk about City.
All right,
I think you're both gonna be shocked.
You don't have them winning.
I don't have City winning the league. I don't. New manager coming in to replace arguably the greatest of all time. And Kyle, you want to pull up the team sheet? How many new names are in there, and how many old names are gone?
This is why I was going to say, I don't think it's an argument for who finishes first for a prediction sense. You may not want it to happen.
Yeah, that's why you want to fucking do the segment. Yeah, no shit why you're so happy and giddy to do this segment, because you're like, well, statistically, Arsenal should finish first.
I mean, it's just logically correct to put them first. We're the only ones who didn't get a manager change out of the top 6. We won it last year and we strengthened. Like,
On paper, Arsenal should win the league.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Not to
The
say that we
thing
will
is-
go back to back. If we're at the end and we're in the Champions League to make it to the final, we could say, hey, fuck the league. We already did it. Let's go for Champions League. That could happen. Absolutely.
So I think it's going to be a rougher start for City. Obviously now Rodri's gone. Hopefully Boadi comes in the next couple of days and he can be around for. He's not going to play obviously in game 1, but I'd like to just start getting him around. Calvin Phillips is gone. Rodri's gone. Kovacic is gone.
Reinders might be going.
Reinders is gone.
Nico Gonzalez has just got linked to Newcastle today.
I don't think Nico Gonzalez is going to go anywhere. I think that's all noise. Savinho, gone.
Gone.
I mean, there are a lot of
Jack
new
Grealish
names.
isn't good enough.
Grealish is gone. There are only 3 new names in there right now. Like, there have to be more because, like I said, Rodri, Phillips, Reinders, Kovacic, Savinho, Grealish. That's 6 gone.
Yeah.
And if Savinho goes, Marmoush isn't going to go. But like, there are still a lot of holes. New manager, similar to the way Pep wants to play, but it is going to be different.
But I agree. There's too many holes in this team. There's not enough attacking options.
Like,
you need another winger to go Doku. You need another winger to Semenyo.
Yep.
Whether Marmoush could go to one of those sides, so maybe you just need one of them, but then you still need a backup striker in case Haaland ever gets injured.
Right. And I mean, I'm sorry, but Maresca isn't going to pull out a Kevin De Bruyne as a false 9 move out of his hat. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Could Cherokee do it? Yeah, but he's not going to have him do that.
Yeah.
So there's still some holes. I mean, realistically, it's like, do I want to challenge for the title this year? Absolutely. And I think saying let's just shoot for top 4, I feel like that's kind of aiming a little low because I don't want to finish in 4th place. I want to finish like top 3. But at the end of the day, like, if we get a couple new names in, like when Boadi comes in, and hopefully we find a winger somewhere. Unless like Makadu from the academy, he's going to get involved. He's going to play a lot. I kind of want to see Vitor Heiss move up the pitch and play in the midfield. Yeah, I don't know. It's new manager, little different the way they're going to play. Still a lot of holes to fill.
My thought
it's got to be top 3, top 4. That's my goal.
Is to replace Pep. Your team is going to do worse just because you had the best manager of all time. No matter who comes in, like, it is just going to be worse. Like, you're not going to get the same level of Pep.
On paper, yeah, but at the same time, some people say like, "Oh yeah, Pep's great and all," but he also overanalyzes sometimes, which ended up losing us matches.
Yeah.
So it's a giant question mark for me. In reality, goals top 4. That's it. Goals top 4. Challenge for just be in the race, because if you're in the race, you could win it.
That's why, to me, I have Arsenal first, Chelsea in second, City in third. And the points between second and third are a crapshoot. I think that both could finish in both spots.
I also think there's a strong chance that, like, I really don't think Arsenal's going to run away with it. Like, I have them in first, but I don't think they're going to run away with it. I really don't.
I don't.
We all
I
know
don't
the
either.
Arsenal squad.
I don't. I don't see us running away with it because of the injuries and the slow start we're going to have with getting Declan Rice back to 100% fitness, getting Saka back to 100% fitness. Saliba's out for a good amount of time. So it is going to take some time, you know? We're still short on the left wing. Reese Nelson will be going. Vieira will be leaving. Jesus should hopefully be leaving. Martinelli hopefully is leaving. So I think we need a left winger, and I think we need one more person that could play right back or center back to replace, not replace, but to cover for the Saliba injury. Because now we only have Mosquera who can play there, have somebody who can play in that spot, but also potentially play right back in case Timber, because Timber's still injured, to play for Ben White as well. But besides that, our midfield depth is incredible. We can play with so many different sets of three. Kai Havertz and Gyökeres, I don't think are the greatest strikers in the world, but we play really good with Havertz. Gyökeres is a good, he could shoot well. He might not be able to dribble worth of shit, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a slow start for Arsenal, which is why I would say that they don't run away with it, but I think we are definitely the odds-on favorites.
And you should be the favorites. I think it's going to be. I don't even know what to predict.
I think this is the hardest year to predict. It's definitely the hardest year to predict because there's so much change. You know what I mean? New manager, manager who only took over for 2 months, sold a bunch of their team, like new manager. It is definitely challenging.
Yeah, and we'll see. You're gonna hate this. They say they're gonna change how they referee the corners. Didn't seem like that in the Community Shield match.
I think they called one. I think they called one on Gabriel. They called one foul on him.
That was a huge part of what Arsenal did last year was set pieces.
It was. I think that was because of the injuries that we had in attack. We lost our sharpened teeth, so we kind of had a gnaw at games there. But if Saka comes back, now we have Havertz, we basically didn't have Havertz all of last year. And he does hold up really well and allows us to play the way that we like. And if Odegaard plays like he has in the World Cup, if we get World Cup Odegaard, then we're going to play like we did against you guys. Like, that was totally different. How we played against you was totally different to how we played last season. I actually saw XG, the Twitter account, like the XG, said that Arsenal made 0 XG on corners. It was like, hell yeah. Nikos, you're not saying anything. I know it hurts you to see Arsenal up there, but
nope. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. So we'll do whatever you two think. I won't agree with it. I actually don't think the top 7. I don't agree with our top 7. I do think we're going to have a lot more competition up at the top. I think teams like Man U and Tottenham are going to shock us. And sure, we can leave Arsenal at 1, but I don't think it's a shoo-in for anyone in the top 7 right now.
I agree with you. I think that
I'm with you. I had Liverpool in 3rd. I had City in 2nd, but like they could be 4th.
I could see United going anywhere from where they are to 2nd. I could see Liverpool doing the same thing from 5th to 2nd. I could see City going anywhere from 2nd to 5th, and I could see Chelsea going anywhere from 2nd to 5th. I think that 2nd to 5th is completely, and you could even add Spurs in there, completely customizable.
And 1st. But we are probably not going to agree on that today. So for right now, let's do Arsenal first. I like how it is.
I like it. I think we did pretty good.
This is not my guess. This is not I will not be on recording saying that this is what I think will happen.
What's your top 3 that you think?
I don't know. I genuinely cannot. I genuinely.
Do you agree with? I don't know.
No, I genuinely cannot agree with who is, because we have so much unknown. Like I said, Man U.
Yeah,
turned it up last year. And if Man U plays the way that they did at the end of last season, I even said at the end of last season, with how they're playing right now, they're going to win the league. I said that. With how Tottenham, whatever, they could finish in top 4. So I don't think Arsenal is realistically 1 or 2 injuries away from being absolutely devastated, especially in the back. I know you guys have Nkapé and all them and all these backups, but you're starting without your best center back or second best center back. And I feel like, huh?
I think our best one. I think Saliba's our best center back. Yeah.
Gabriel is 100% better. I hate that little prick, but he's
Saliba's the better defender. Gabriel can head the ball in.
I have no. Listen, I'll argue with this one. Gabriel is unfortunately one of the best center backs in the world, and the things of shot blocks, that motherfucker will block a shot and track down a player. I've never seen anything like it, and it's so infuriating.
So
the heading,
Saliba is better. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I am literally vouching for an Arsenal player right now.
What happened to the France center backs when Saliba was injured?
Sideways. They were terrible against almost every good team and bad team. JP, who do you think's better?
I think they're both dog shit.
Okay. Well, we could submit this, and we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I need to go eat dinner. And yeah, we can let Arsenal be placeholders for right now.
Yeah, we'll see. We've never gone back to back. Never gone back to back.
Yeah,
we've gone 4 in a row.
You guys are gonna start with a win, obviously, against Coventry. I hate that. I hate that. Why not make it a good competitive game instead of be like, you know what we're gonna give the champs? Coventry. Let's give them Coventry. Let's not do a derby or something.
I don't like starting first also because if by chance we lose, it's like the whole weekend is, well, it doesn't matter. Arsenal lost. You know what I mean? And if you win,
I'm glad you enjoyed your alphabetical first place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, you guys were last. You're gonna get relegated. Oh. You know. So it's like, yeah, so we'll see. I'm very much excited for the season. We'll be here in a week. And yeah, maybe we'll start doing some watch-alongs more often. Watch-alongs are fun. And,
yes.
Yeah, with the 3 of us, if Nikos would ever join us. But he might fake sick again. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And